Welcome to Pat's Soundbytes IGTV. Keeping new music alive is what I do on the radio and now on video. Conducting live chats with the artists and learning the stories behind their latest release and also playing their new video. Special thanks to my good friend Jody Best of Best Bet Promotions for coordinating and scheduling today's artist. Having over 20 plus years in the music industry, if you're looking for a highly successful promotion and marketing professional who's extremely motivated, look no further than Jody Best. For more information, contact Jody via email at bestbetpromo@yahoo.com. Special thanks today to my sponsor, Gogo Tuners, for all guitar players looking for a focus on ease of use, readability, durability, and accuracy. Look no further. The Gogo Tuner is the choice of many touring professionals and a favorite of casual players. Gogo's signature green you're in and red you're out screen makes tuning quick and easy. For more information, go to the website at gogotuners.com. Special thanks to WBXO Classic Rock Radio Redefined, allowing me to keep new music alive on the radio airways on the Pat Show every Sunday from 5 to 8 Eastern Standard Time. Only on WBXO Classic Rock Redefined. And a big thank you to Mr. Evan Balzer for allowing me to use his amazing instrumental that you're hearing right now. It's called Trails. To find out more incredible music by Evan, go to his website at evanbalzer.com. And my special guest today, well, he's a returning guest. He's the singer, the lead vocalist, the dancer, the jumper. He's all over the stage. Dino McCord of Red Voodoo. Red Voodoo released their debut album on April 20th, 9 original tracks. I've been calling them the Van Halen of the 21st century. They have all the tools: strong vocals, bass, drums, awesome guitar riff, and love the backup harmonies. I talked to Dino about these great tracks, the upcoming shows. We're going to play the video of Bring It Back. We talk about their mentor, Tesla's great guitarist, the cool, great Frank Cannon, and how he's doing, and a whole lot more right here on Pat's Soundbytes IGTV. Hey, live on Pat's Soundbytes IGTV, keeping new music alive on the radio and on video, and we have lifted up, we rise up, we lifted up. Look at that rocket ship flying through the gallery, kicking ass and taking names with Red Voodoo. And I got Dino Hagar McCord in the house, finally back with us again. How are you, Dean?
Hey, Pat.
Dean. Oh, my God. Well, I was wishing Mom a happy birthday on April 28th. Then it went to May 5th. And, well, we finally caught up, and that's all that counts. So much has happened, dude.
Yes. So much.
Wow. I'm like, I don't even know where to freaking begin. Talk about, I will just say, dude, you know how I feel about you. Dreams come true. Hard work pays off. You got to hang out with Sammy. You finally got on a stage. You're singing your stuff. You've been to Dallas, opening it up. I just had one, Aaron Lee from Y&T on the other day. You're awesome. Opening it up for Y&T in August.
Yes.
Dude,
it's crazy, man. We're super excited, got some cool things in the works. And, we just announced the other day about, we got a headline show at a club down in Sacramento called Holy Diver. So we just got to announce our first headlining show. So yeah, slowly but surely things are building up, and it's really exciting.
Just like that ship behind me going up. Right. The album is called Bring It Back. It officially came out on April 20th, produced by the wonderful Tesla guitarist, Mr. Frank Hannon. We got to love Frank. 9 cool tracks. It's the I'm calling it the Van Halen of the 21st century. If you listen to my radio show, Red Voodoo, the Van Halen of the 21st century.
Oh, thanks,
and
man.
Every one of my listeners agrees 100%. I mean,
that's great.
It is so cool. I mean, to hear all the influences of knowing you guys from the beginning when you wrote Rise Up.
Yep.
and you hear that Van Halen, you hear that Hagar, you hear that Boston, you hear that Rush, you hear a little bit of everything,
Right.
and you guys are killing it. So, man, talk to me. I mean, so we got to bring it back. Let me just go over the tracks real quick.
Yeah, let's do it.
KSA, is that like Kick Some Ass?
Kick Some Ass, yeah.
What a great opener, Dino.
Yeah, thanks,
what
man.
a great. I mean, talk to me about this the songwriting process with everybody when you were putting these tracks. I mean, I want to tell everybody these are all kick-ass originals.
Yeah, thanks, man. Well, first, like we mentioned, KSA, all these songs, of course, were written and recorded during the pandemic. Thank God it's almost over. And, the song KSA, if you see the lyrics in the verse, it's about, that live concert atmosphere, getting out there, that first song. That's what it's about, man. It's about that first song when you get out there and play the show. And, we took inspiration from the album 5150 by Van Halen. That was our inspiration. And, we just wanted a heavy hitter with those background vocals and the pre-chorus, and hit them really hard with that chorus. KSA, that chant, we wanted something for everybody to chant out in the audience. KSA, and
good thinking.
Right. Hope it'll pan out like that. But as far as the whole album, I could talk about the meanings behind the songs and all that. But at the bottom of the end of the day, it's really we want to be the band, that party band, to really get out there, unique with the background vocals, unique with the Van Halen-ish kind of style guitar with my kind of Sammy vocals. Like you said, man, you hit it right on the nose. Be like the 21st century, like Van Halen. So yeah,
dude, I should copyright that. I'm like, people are like, boy, they are just what you said. And I go, I'm telling you, I can't wait to see the guys live. Talk to me. When I think of Bring It Back, Dino, I think about like something was missing. And I think we were missing some really good rock and roll for a period of time.
Right.
And I think that you guys also like found a niche and said, you know what, we're kind of new, but we're a new, fresh breed of young rockers, and we are bringing it back full force. Was that the story behind it all?
That's the story, man. I remember when we first wrote Bring It Back, me and the guitar player, when we first got together and wrote Bring It Back, that was the whole thing. We saw Greta Van Fleet. They came on the scene. And we were like, whoa, man, we got to bring back rock and roll. So, that's exactly what the first song was about. And then we were talking to Frank, and Frank was like, yeah, that'd be a great message is bring back rock and roll, man. Like, out of all the interviews that you and I have had together, I could, like I said, name off this new, revolution of new rock.
New rock music for a new era. I love that.
Right, exactly. So, that's really what it's all about, is just bringing back that rock and roll.
The design of the album cover, that rocket ship right behind me, so cool. What were you guys thinking? Something that, like you said, blasted off, man. No holding back, pedal to the metal. We have lifted off. We started with Rise Up, and we are continuing to rise up.
Exactly, man. Yeah, we wanted a kind of like a vintage old school, like Boston, ELO.
Oh, the ship. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
We wanted a cool visual that people, that could see, because we could always have albums later with our faces on it, but we wanted like a really cool visual artsy kind of album cover. So yeah, we just thought it was a really cool, the message of bringing back the rocket ship to the atmosphere, back to Earth, kind of has a double play with also bringing back rock and roll. So yeah, something people could visualize and like, the Bring It Back album. Oh yeah, the rocket ship,
Yeah, so, coming back into our atmosphere. I like that.
Right,
and that's when you watch the, I forgot what the NASA, when they come into the galaxy, they burns up, and then it comes into that is pretty good. And that's a great idea. I like the whole concept. Boston, I mean, their debut album, you don't forget it. Every track is nonstop. I got to see Boston for Don't Look Back in Madison Square Garden, and it was just that ship, that the whole top of the production stage was like just that ship, and it was like it was killer, man. It was killer. Talk to me about Mystery Girl and
Mystery Girl, yeah.
the scream. I mean, your vocals, dude.
Oh, thank
Are
you
you
so
going?
much.
Are you working on it? Do you get a vocal coach? How are you able to hit those ranges and make it work?
Well, I will say I've never had a vocal coach in my life, and I've only been singing about 2.5, 3 years now. It's really about that feeling. Like I said, it's really when I saw Sammy and, hopped in the shower and just really hammered in those Van Halen albums. But it's a lot of practice, it's kind of funny. I will say, to prepare for practices and prepare for shows, I sing to the album in the shower, just
Best acoustics in the house, right?
yeah. But yeah, I sing to the album in the shower and just sing to a lot of blues artists and really just really hone in on my craft and really try out different things. And then, when you go into the studio and then you have a producer like Frank that pushes you and really pushes you to really be the best that you can, musically, vocally. And it all kind of works out into what you see here, the album and the product. So,
man, I mean, and that's exactly what a great producer does. And Frank is just so genuine and so cool, and it makes you expand to do even better. No,
right.
Dino, enunciate on this word and breathe on that. And,
Right.
As a fan, I've taken it, I've been fortunate to meet like a Paul Rogers or a Mark Slaughter or Glenn Hughes. And these guys have been doing it for 40 years. And I obviously hydration, I don't know if you can see that. And a lot, and
your best friend.
Paul would say, or Glenn told me, sleep, 8 hours of sleep. I get on a tour bus, I get a big mask on, I put earplugs in, and I got to get 8 hours of sleep. Mark Slaughter was, I could do interviews all day, but I can't do a track that day, or I can't do a show. I can meet folks. He says talking is worse for your vocals than singing. And I never thought of that.
Really?
But I'm like, yeah, he said,
I guess you talk more than you sing, yeah.
When you're talking, you're blah, 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 blah. Right. Singing, you're letting words out at a different, vibrato, and you're doing it for maybe an hour and a half, but you're not constantly talking. So I'm like, wow, like you say, talk about honing your craft, and these guys are like, wow. I'm like, as a fan, I'm like, yeah, give me more, I'm not thinking that.
yeah.
But talk to me about Morgan Lane, man. That's a cool track.
Yeah, that was a ballad, and that kind of that song was some personal experience, like like first love and how it doesn't work out, but it's okay. Focus on the right here, right now, and that's a really special, cool song. Every album I think needs a really strong ballad. Like every rose has its thorn. That kind of vibe. I remember Frank said, this is going to be like the new Sister Christian. I actually played piano on that song.
Cool.
So did a little piano right there. But yeah, it's a cool message about just like focusing about right here, right now, and it's gonna be okay. You'll find love again. That kind of message.
Nice. And I like the fact that you put Rise Up at the end.
Yeah.
All the tracks get you on a journey. When I listened to it like 2 or 3 times, and I had it blasted in my car, and I said, man, they're really good in order, because it makes sense. And were you and Frank thinking that, like, man, we gotta, you just can't throw songs together, let's make it fit in?
It has to have a certain type of flow. That's so, like, it was for the listener to listen to it in a row. We can't put 2 ballads together.
No.
2 fast songs, you got to map it out strategically so it keeps them engaged. Like you said, takes them on a journey.
Right, and that's what you want. Talk to me about the decision, album versus EP. Some people like doing singles. Some people said, maybe an EP with 4 tracks. You guys did 9. A lot of work, but I'm sure you had them on the shelf. And
that's the thing. We had this record on the shelf for so long, and we were thinking, yeah, we could do an EP. Yeah, we could do. We put out those 2 singles. And but at the end of the day, just putting up that first debut album just really shows people, what we're all about, and that kind of sound, what they could expect from the second album,
Having Frank on your side, and I know it's got to be an incredible experience, and it's priceless. Share with me, Dino, maybe 3 things that, and I know you could probably list a bunch more of things that Frank has suggested or helped guide with this album.
Well, Probably the first one I would say is having a hook, having something that people could chant, or having at least one part of the song that people could really hone in and sing on,
Melodic, remember, radio friendly.
Right. Exactly. As far as like guitar hooks or something that, people could really go, whoa, I remember that, that's what it's all about. Number two with Frank that he taught us is really, it's all about the songs. If you don't have, at the end of the day, you can have the best like stage presence, best, everything, but what they're going to remember is your songs and how
the product, right? The product.
That's right. That's right. And, three, I would say is really just at the end of the day is just, Frank is a really humble guy, and just stay humble. That's not really album related or music related, but I guess just in general, just appreciate really what you have going on for sure.
Great advice. And man, you whipped them right off. I'm thinking of you guys, and I my notes again go back to Cameron Park show. I'm like, was so excited. Yeah. And then you had the Dallas Guitar Festival show, but you as a band were dealt with a curveball in losing Devin. I got to mention, and brought in Brandon really quick.
Yes.
And, welcome to the music business. Are you kidding me? And I mean,
right.
All the best to Devin. He got a haircut. He's doing good, and it's all great. But it's like, what is this happening? But you guys, man, you didn't miss a beat. Talk to me about Brandon Park. Talk to me how he fit in. He looks great up there. He looked like he learned the songs. And
yeah, man.
How did you manage to recruit this guy in such a fast time?
And just to start, we wish David Loyler the best of luck, and he has his own Instagram, David Loyler Music, and he's putting out some videos. All that.
I got to get him on. I got to get him on. I got to reach out.
You do, man. You do, and he's still a great friend and a brother of ours, and we wish him luck. Now, as far as Brandon, with Brandon Paul and stuff, man's a killer guitar player, great guy, killer guitar player. It was crazy when he first flew down and we had our practice. I'm not kidding you, man. He learned the songs in about 2 days. We didn't have that long to play our first show.
You had a show in 2 days, right?
Right. And he learned all the songs, and if I close my eyes, it's just like the record. It was insane. The man's a total pro. But we just had practice a few days ago. He flew in, and we have a really cool live show coming up. We've really built our live show and his guitar playing. It's funny with Brandon Paul. When I talk about his guitar playing, it's like soul shred. That's what we coined it as, what it's called. It's he's really soulful, but then he could shred, and then you put them together, and it's soul shred.
I like that.
Yeah. So we were driving the car. He's like, "Yeah, man, how do you describe my playing?" And that's what I said. But
Very
no, he
cool.
brings this whole element of professionalism into the band, and really, focusing on our transitions. Musically, he's really musically driven and really musically talented. One of the best guitar players I've played with in a long time. So he brings a lot to the table, being a new member of Red Voodoo.
Is he also contributing or planning to contribute in the songwriting process?
Of course, yeah, of course. Oh yeah, totally. Because right now with our debut album out, we want to promote that. Since it's just released. But yeah, moving forward, of course, him and I are gonna get together and jam and write some songs. When the time's right, for sure.
What was that experience like? I got to watch the video of you guys at Cameron Park. But Dallas Guitar Festival, you look like you were just having a time of your life, man. You were like, I don't know how you stayed focused. You gotta.
I didn't.
The lineup is like huge.
Right. No, I didn't stay focused, man. I was like a jumping bean all over that stage, man. That was a great experience. It was a real taste of like what I guess touring would be like, in a sense. It was only 5 days, but it was just, I'm really humbled, and thank you to Frank for letting me get to go up there and sing all the Tesla songs, But I will say, it was really fun and exciting, but it was a lot of pressure because, I'm not Jeff Keith, and I'm not trying to be Jeff Keith. I'm trying to be Dino McCord. and to go out there, especially in front of Eddie Trunk, you know, and sing the Tesla songs, it's like, woo, you know, it's a little nerve-wracking.
Come on, you sang in front of Sammy. I mean, come on. You got this, dude.
Oh, thanks, man. But it was a lot of fun, and just to play on that big stage in front of like a live audience again, it gave all of us so much energy, and for sure one of the greatest points so far in my music career. So it was really fun.
You mentioned Holy Diver, just this upcoming show, and I know you're opening up for Y&T in August. Is obviously there's plans in place to keep you guys rolling, right?
Yes, of course. You know, we're working really hard trying to get some shows and booking shows and really getting us out there. But yeah, funny thing you mentioned Y&T. You know, Aaron Lee, he was actually
Frank Cannon's band.
Yes, he's in Frank Cannon's band with Frank's new song "Ride Strong." He played bass on, but you know, Aaron Lee was actually where I met my drummer Nick, was at a Y&T show. So it's kind of funny. Things are going full circle where we get to open up for Y&T. And I'm a huge fan of Dave Meniketti. Can't wait to meet him. That's going to be so cool. And but yeah, those are our two big upcoming shows is Holy Diver in Sacramento. We're headlining July 9th. And then also on August 14th, Y&T at Corey Park. So we're really excited for those two shows.
Well, if you haven't had a chance, you definitely got to meet Aaron or watch my video. He shares so much. He just says he can't thank Frank enough. If he didn't meet Frank, he says, I know I would not be talking to you. And he's always wanted to be in the music business and practice. And all of a sudden, some guy walks in this place that he's at, and he's like, I think that's Frank Cannon. And they hit it off. And before you know it, he's in Frank's band. He's Frank's guitar tech. He's on tour with Tesla and Def Leppard. And all of a sudden, he's now meeting his idols, Y&T. And now he's in a band.
Now he's in the band. No, I met Aaron Lee at a private party we played. He does a great acoustic set, man. Killer. He's great at doing the Prince thing. And but yeah, him and I got talking, and I told him that story about, you know, it's crazy that Red Voodoo, we formed at a Y&T show, and now we get to open up for you guys. And yeah, Aaron's such a cool dude.
Just a cool dude. He's got some really great singles, and I'm looking forward. Y&T has always made it a fixture to play here in Poughkeepsie every February. It's like, here they are. And I mean, the place sells out in a heartbeat. Love them guys. Sure. I love the new website, dude. RedVoodooBand.com.
Yes, sir.
Go and get, if you don't have it, bring it back now. Get the merch that's out there. I got to update my T-shirt here, Mr. Dino. I got to update my T-shirt.
Now, we got some cool designs and cool logos for new T-shirts, and we're pretty excited. So,
are we getting ready to release single number 2, maybe, from the album?
Well, not yet. You know, we're still panning it out. You know, we're gonna really focus on trying to get shows and really, now that live concerts are back, really go full throttle. Getting some live shows. So yeah, but no, we're starting some writing right now for sure.
Good. Yeah, I mean, out of you got Brandon as well and fitting into chemistry.
Yes.
I mean, you're on the socials: Instagram, Facebook, Red Voodoo Band, Twitter, Red Voodoo. I can't even talk anymore, Dino. Red Voodoo Music on Twitter. I mean, so yeah, that's cool. Because one of my questions was, are you working on other videos for other tracks off of the album? Who designed the album cover?
That was Dwayne Surface. He's a killer. He's Frank's guy. He did the album for JT. His art. He did the art for us. You know, he's the guy that built the websites. Big shout out to him, man. Without him, we wouldn't be able to do half the stuff we get to do with all the business and marketing. And man's a complete pro. So. But no, he was killer artist. I
mean, are you pinching yourself every day when it first started on Frank's farm, going, looking at the guys cutting the grass and shoveling crap, going mad. And now I'm on a plane going to Dallas.
I know. Pretty nuts, man. It's funny that the track Run to Win off the album, I think it's track 6 or 7, that was about just kind of chasing your dreams and really going for, what you believe in. And it's kind of funny when I think back, just to last year about everything that happened. I'm just really thankful. And
it goes by so quick, and then by the time you're home or you're outside or you're chilling out, going, I really did this.
Right? Yeah. Yep. Crazy.
And you mentioned the tracks. the one track, Into the Unknown.
Yeah.
I mean, a brand new band. What are we getting into? Is this,
Right.
We have no idea.
No
Four
idea
guys
what's
from
going on.
high school, you know, just jamming, and we have this dream, and it's just, man, talk about the stars lined up, man. That is just, that is awesome for you, man.
Thanks, Pat. Thank you.
Well, I can't, you know, you got to tell Frank, we got to get to New York.
I
Or
know.
I got to get a plane ticket to go out to California.
There you
One
go.
or the other. I need to get the hell out of here anyway, but we'd love to have you in New York. Dino, it's great to catch up. The
You too,
album,
Pat.
Bring It Back. People got to turn it up. They got to buy it today. Buy a T-shirt. I know I'm going to jump on there and get a T-shirt. Or, well, Bring It Back's got almost 10,000 views, and my goal is to get it over 10,000 views. My brother, all the best. Say hello to Frank.
Thank
you for your time, man. I hope you enjoyed the chat as much as I have.
Oh, totally, man. Thank you
Dino
so much.
Hagar McCord of the Van Halen 21st Century Band, Red Voodoo. He'll never forget it. Pat Calamari came up with this.
That's right.
The guy in New York. Love you, Dino. Time to rock a little Red Voodoo and Bring It Back right here on Pat Soundbytes IGTV. Go get it today.